Hi, so in clinic this week, I've spoken quite a lot with people about weight variations and weight fluctuations. Of course, when somebody is worried for whatever reason about their weight, they tend to really focus in on the tiny little numbers that might change. But those changes are totally normal. And if we didn't have those fluctuations, that would be fairly abnormal because our bodies are not robots and they cannot stay the same every single day or every single hour, every single day, or however often you're weighing yourself. So when I work with people, I tend to work in a target range of a weight. So if we're trying to keep somebody's weight stable, I don't mean by that it has to stay at exactly the same number every day. I mean that it can go kind of a kilo above and a kilo below that number, and I wouldn't actually worry whether it goes either side of that. Obviously, that doesn't mean that the person I'm working with doesn't worry, but if we can start to tolerate those changes within a band, that can really help to reduce the anxiety around the food and around our weight, because actually we start to trust that if it goes up a little bit, it will then drop down. If it goes down a little bit, it will then come back up. Our body's really good at kind of keeping our weight in the same place if we don't make drastic changes to it. There are issues with making changes in response to your weight, because if you respond to an increase in your body weight by taking something out, for example, of the plan, or starting to restrict what you're having, then what tends to happen is, yes, the weight might come down, but it might have done anyway. And when it does come down, your brain is immediately going to go, oh, well, that's come down because I did X. And so that actually brings you more into that loop of, if something happens to my weight, I have to do something to control it, as opposed to going, okay, this is really hard to hold it, but I can hold this within those two sort of bands around my weight, and I can hold it, and I trust that when it goes up, it then comes down again. And it might have to happen quite a few times for you to actually start to trust your body, but it's really worthwhile in the end if you can.